Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Tujengane na Pamela. Karibuni sana. So, I have a story today to tell. You're talking about years back. I was a young girl. Tulikuwa kwenye hii gari in a car with my mother. Just ordinary day, tulikuwa tunaenda somewhere and then we had to pull into a gas station kuweka petroli. So, tumeingia kwenye gas station, tumepark, tunasubiria mtu atuwekee petrol, and then on the side here comes a car, and this car was old. And when I say this car was old, it was like barely running. And so I looked at it. I was even amazed kama ilikuwa inaweza kumove. Nikacheka, and then I thought it was funny. Mwambia, mom, angalia ile gari. Yani, can you imagine it's even here, like it can actually move? My mom was not amazed. Ali stopped. Akaturned to look at me. I was like, okay, this is not going to be pretty. Akaniambia, how dare you? And why are you laughing? Do you have a car? Can you afford one? Do you know how hard he had to work to achieve that car? I was like, okay, this is deep. I chose, that day, nakikumbuka, ili rewire the way I was thinking. Ili nifanya nifikiri. Of course, nilikasirika, unakuwa told off and all that. Lakini my state of mind kidogo ilikuwa shifted. And that's what I want to talk about today. Kuhusu, at that age, I remember, usually when you are young, 18, 19, 20, 21, thereabout, even from 15, 16, we tend to judge a lot. And we tend to think that success looks a certain way. And usually, I think for most young people, empathy inakuwa haipo. It's sort of like you have to learn it. And that day, mamangu alivyoniambia kwamba, how dare you? Can you afford a car? Do you get to understand how hard this guy had to work to achieve that car? Ilinipa empathy, understanding. But at that age, usually, we judge a lot. I thank God for that day. Ninashukuru Mungu kwa even more experiences I've had, kana kwamba nilikuwa rebuked, nilikuwa corrected, to get to understand kwamba life is not the way you think it is. Kwa sababu, the danger of being young, unakuwa unafikiri kwamba success is a car, a house, good school, good clothes. You have to go out maybe every weekend. Usually young people, we think like that when I was young, and young people think like that. Success is this way. Lakini, success, how do I say it? Okay, let me just go back to this guy, yeah? Na ninatolea tu backstory yake, sijui, lakini naamini kwamba wengi story yao inakuwa ndio hivyo. Let's say, okay, this guy, that to him was success. Let's say he grew up in another city, inaweza kawa ni village, kijijini. Amekulia katika familia ambayo walikuwa they can afford maybe 1 meal a day, sometimes if they are lucky 2 meals a day. Alikuwa hana viatu kwenda shule, hana begi, and walikuwa wana struggle. And at a school fees, wazazi, or sometimes even uniform, wazazi walikuwa hawezi ku afford. And so when he grew up, akasema kwamba ngoja niende mjini, let me just go and try life mjini. Again, akafanya kazi, aka struggle, piga kazi hapa na pale, akaweza ku afford kuoa, akaweza ku afford ku rent this beautiful house ambayo labda ni 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, akaweza ku afford kuweka chakula on the table. Akasema kwamba, coming from where I come from, tulikuwa tunakula most of the time 1 meal a day. And now I'm eating, I can afford to pay for my kids 3 meals a day. That's success. tulikuwa hatuna gari, hakuna hata uwezo wa kulipia nauli kusema unaenda shule. Now I have this car. That's success. To him, coming from the way he grew up, to now he can rent a house, he can pay school fees and uniform for his kids, put 3 meals on a table per day and have that car. That is success. So that day, mama yangu alivyoniambia kwamba, how dare you? Do you have a car? Can you afford a car? Do you know how hard he had to work to be able to achieve that car? That is, it rewired the way I was thinking. It gave me empathy and understanding. It reduced a lot of judgment, because humanly, kikawaida, I think humans, we are judgmental. Lakini, once we get to choose understanding, and once I got to understand that scenario, kwamba this guy, hii ndio inaweza kawa ni scenario, that is success. Lakini the danger now, young people and most people, tunafikiri kwamba success ni kwamba gari yako, it has to make sense. Yeah, not understanding the backstory, not understanding the journey. Kwamba success, uwe una gari, uwe una manyumba mawili, uwe una hiki, uwe una hiki, uwe una hiki. Let us redefine success. Let us choose understanding over judgment. And this is to advise most young people, kwa sababu at that age, you think you know it all. You think you understand what success is. You think you understand that by a certain age, this person must achieve this and this and this. And if they haven't achieved these things, then they have failed. That is not true. Young people, seek counsel. It's going to be very dangerous for a young person who thinks they know it all. Because I remember me being that age, unakuwa unaona kama unajua mambo mengi sana. Ukimwangalia mtu mzima, unaona huyu amefeli wapi? Huyu kwa nini yuko hivi? Au ukiambiwa kitu na mtu fulani, umeenda kwenye blog, sisi tulikuwa tunaangalia sana blogs na magazines, unapata nuggets here and there. Au unakaa na peers wenzako, mnaongea, mnajazana utumbo, alafu unakuwa unajiona yani wewe ndio wewe. Sasa the danger of young people ni kuto kuseek counsel, ni kuto kusikia wazazi wako wakiwa wanaongea na wewe, na kuto kusurround yourselves with wiser people, older people. Because older people, they have this experience of life, they have this understanding and knowledge ambayo wewe unakuwa hauna. Na mara nyingi young person anakuwa anajua kana kwamba hataki kusikia counsel. It's very dangerous. I sit with young people, and there's two different kind of young people I sit with. I have sat with those kind of people, young people ambao wako quick to learn, wanasikia, anaongea na anakuachia na wewe unaongea na anasikia. Ila kuna this kind of young people, of which I believe they can change because they're still young. Anakuwa anaamini kwamba anajua, na hata kupa chance ya wewe kuongea, au utaongea kidogo sana, yeye atataka aongee zaidi. Na ukiwa unamsikiliza, unaona kabisa, if you only knew. Na sometimes unakuwa uwezo ukamrekebisha, kwa sababu unaona kama utadestroy something in them. Kwa sababu it's a good thing to be able to express yourself and talk and have that confidence. Lakini it's another thing kuongea ukafikiri kwamba unajua. Na inabidi uache a chance, ukipata opportunity kukaa na older person, whether ni auntie, whether ni uncle, whether ni bibi, whether ni family friend, lakini ni older person, pay attention, hear more and speak less, gain understanding. Kwenye proverb, I don't remember which proverb, lakini inasema kwamba a wise person anafurahia akiwa corrected, lakini those who do not like guidance, au hawataki kuwa advised, or they don't au wanachukia kuwa rebuked, they're stupid. And I pray for the young people that you won't choose to be stupid. Ukiwa corrected au ukiwa unakuwa advised au ukiwa unaambiwa kitu unakuwa una block in your brain, unasema kwamba najua, bali uta choose to understand and to surround yourself with older people, even read books so that you can expand your understanding and empathy and all that. I go back to that day nilivyokuwa nimeingia kwenye petrol station na mom. Alivyokuwa amenirebuke that way, ningeweza kuchoose kuona kwamba this mom is hating, yeah? Kwamba I'm just doing this as a banter, this is fun. Why don't you just join in and laugh? Why do you have to tell me off? My brain could have chosen to do that. Kwamba ananichukia tu, mimi si kawaida tu, kwa ni uongo, ili gari si ni bovu. Na ningeweza kuwa very defensive kusema kwamba kweli gari bovu, what is it doing here? But instead, I chose to understand where she was coming from, and it triggered the way I was thinking kwamba actually, yeah, this is success to him. Like, I have to understand where he's coming from. And even if he's struggling, why don't have that compassion of, oh wow, he's struggling, this guy is too old, I pray he gets another one. Like, why not come on that angle? So yeah, because at the end of the day, is all of us on this earth, we are all trying to live, we're all trying to make it, we're all trying to be successful. And so why don't we just wish that thing for one another?